As Alyssa Milano made her return to the spotlight in the late 1990s, there was little that wasn't going right in her life. She was on a hit show, she was raking in a pretty penny, and she was in love. But that soon changed as her marriage to St. John Tate crumbled.
To much of Alyssa's chagrin, her marriage ended after only 9 months. It was splashed over magazines everywhere that once again an actress marries a rocker and it doesn't last.
Alyssa has even said that St. John Tate was sort of like a cliche. An actress marries a musician. Of course, she met him 4 months later, she was engaged to him, 6 months later she was married, 11 months later divorced.
At the time, it was one of the biggest failures of her life because she compares everything to her parents who've been married for over 35 years now.
Instead of feeling sorry for herself, Alyssa worked on putting her energy into causes that mattered to her.
Her philanthropy really seemed to begin just back in 2000, where it really kicked in. She'd been concerned about children and things like that and Rock the Vote.
Well, what you have to do as an actress, if you are interested in helping other people, is you need to be able to show that. And you have this platform to be able to help other people and people in need and people in other countries.
Alyssa was invited by UNICEF in 2003 to become an ambassador. Her first trip with the world-renowned organization was to Angola, Africa in May 2004 to see firsthand the issues plaguing the newly liberated country.
She starts traveling to Africa and India and other places, learning about diseases that they're experiencing.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
In addition to her many travels, she launched UNICEF's pivotal Trick or Treat campaign in 2006, which helped raise money for poverty-stricken children around the world.
And when you trick or treat for UNICEF, you help kids around the world just like the ones I met in Angola.
I think it's really admirable that she doesn't just write a check. You know, she actually goes to the thick of where the problems are and visits with the people who need the help.
Alyssa's work with UNICEF soon got her noticed by other worthy causes. The Global Network for Neglected Tropical Disease Control was started by the Clinton Global Initiative to combat common diseases easily cured by medication. In 2006, Alyssa was named the organization's founding ambassador. Alyssa's involvement immediately brought these diseases out from the shadows.
I think by having Alyssa speaking on behalf of the world's poorest people with neglected tropical diseases, it sends a very powerful statement and message that you are not alone.
NTDs are diseases of poverty that afflict the poorest of the poor. Over 1 billion people. That's more than HIV, AIDS, and malaria combined.
So here was a very powerful and eloquent personality willing to give her time and attention to these diseases, and by so doing, what she did was she gave a voice to the voiceless.
The down-to-earth quality she's so famous for was hard to miss.
I think the two elements that have impressed me most about Alyssa are, one, her warmth. I mean, she is an incredibly warm and caring and compassionate person. She is someone who is deeply troubled when she sees human suffering, and you can see that in very visceral and tangible ways with her. So her warmth is overwhelming, and her passion for the cause, her passion to do something to really help the poorest people and lift them out of poverty. And this zeal and this urgency that you see in her eyes is really very moving.
NTDs can be controlled or eliminated safely, effectively, and affordably for just 50 cents per person per year.
She said that acting is a job to me, and she takes it seriously and she works hard, but it's a job. It's not her life. She has other things to offer, and she's been very lucky and very successful. And she's happy to be able to, you know, use her name.
In addition to her charities, Alyssa has found time for her other interests away from the camera, one of which is baseball, a passion that inspired her new clothing line, Touch by Alyssa Milano.
So Alyssa loves to go to baseball games, and she realized that when she was going to them, she wanted to wear t-shirts that supported her team, but they were these giant things. So she designed a line that she launched in spring of 2007 called Touch, which supplied these to women all across the country.
Touch has been incredibly popular, and Alyssa has shown that she's got talents that lie outside of the realm of acting. She is more than ready to tackle her 4th decade in showbiz.
She doesn't expect things to just come to her just because she was Samantha Micelli, who's the boss. She kept her name out there. She made very conscious career choices, whether it was taking her clothes off or auditioning to be Amy Fisher. These were choices that she made because she wanted to work.
I think she's very at peace with all of the choices she's made. She certainly knows how lucky she is and is very grateful for her luck.
In the pantheon of child stars, she's alive, first of all, so that's good. She's managed to strike a good balance, and she seems happy. She managed to figure something out that a lot of child stars have a lot of trouble with, which is how to become an adult and how to build a successful, more than just a career, a successful life, and to be a happy person.
Alyssa Milano has grown up before our eyes. She's remained grounded over the years and used her popularity to effect change and do good in the world. She has survived being typecast, and with the love and support of her tight-knit family, has come into her own as a woman.
There seems to be nothing that she can't do if she puts her mind to it, really. She's got a clothing line, she's got a thriving career, she's a philanthropist. What can't she do?
I think Alyssa Milano is smart enough to know if you're an actress, you're gonna make some mistakes. You're gonna choose some roles that aren't the best thing. No one has a clean slate with roles. There's been so many actors and actresses that have had awful choices, but what you do is you learn from that, and you're able to reinvent yourself, and you're able to revamp your career.
She has been able to ride the fame game without having people hate her. This is somebody that people admire, that people watch out for. People enjoy watching her success. This is somebody we all root for.